Hey, 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 my beautiful people. It's Sunday. What are you up to? What are you up to? What are you up to? Anyways, what's up? I figured I'll do a little vlog. My mom's been heavy on my mind, and why not talk to you guys about it, right? I made up a WordPress blog, so if you follow my blog, I did do a blog on it. I actually just posted it like probably 10-15 minutes ago. You can catch it. I was thinking about reading it on here, but I'm on my phone and I'm outside and I don't know how to maneuver where the camera will stay recording if I go into the other app, so I don't want to do that. And I don't remember what I wrote word for word because I started it last night and I finished it today. But my blog is life as a single parent with mental illness.blog, in case you want to catch it on there and give a little like or a little share or subscribe, whatever you want to support. I'd appreciate it. But hi, how you guys doing? I'm Lynette. I'm a mom to 2 high-functioning autistic with mental illness like myself. I have mental illness. I'm not high-functioning autistic, but I have mental illness, and I also have atypical kindergartner. And I'm a life coach. We also have a press-on nail store, shopnormies.store, and we live in an extended stay, and we're trying to get on our feet. I'm also in a wheelchair, dealing with a lot of stuff mentally and just physically, and we're surviving on disability and just trying to get our life together. My mom recently passed, and I hadn't spoken to her in 5 years. I hadn't seen her in 5 years by my choice for plenty of reasons. If you haven't seen any of my content previously, maybe you should, so you can catch up. But if you know my backstory, then you know why I hadn't talked to her, or why I hadn't seen her. And you also should know why I'm struggling with, this whole situation right now. But pretty much, I feel like in a way, I feel like I have no right to be sad and no right to mourn, because I took myself out of the picture and I took my kids out of the picture. Yes, I understand that I intended to reconcile with, boundaries, and I understand that I wasn't ready to reconcile yet. I understand that I wasn't mentally strong yet. Neither are my kids, which is why we hadn't reconciled yet. I understand time got cut too short. I understand that it was out of my control. Like, I get it. But all of that doesn't help me mourn. And then it just kind of makes me feel like, girl, what is the problem? Technically, when you closed the door, you pretty much mourned her then. And if you think about it, you've been mourning her the last 5 years because you don't know if y'all would have been able to reconcile. You don't know if there would have been a way for you guys to reconcile. So why are you so stuck right now? Like, it's even bothering me the fact that, like, she's never met my youngest, but that's by my choice, once again, for personal reasons, and I've explained that in the past in my other videos. But that shouldn't bother me, or I feel like it shouldn't bother me, but it does. You know what I mean? It does bother me, and I feel like it shouldn't. I feel like I have no right to be upset, but I am. And then the other part is, like, I didn't get to say bye, I guess, like, I didn't get to apologize for my mistakes and my wrongdoings. Even if she didn't apologize for hers, I didn't get to apologize for the ones that I know I did wrong, and for things that maybe I didn't realize that I did wrong. I didn't get to say my goodbye and ask for forgiveness where I know I messed up at, because I know I wasn't a perfect daughter. I know I wasn't. I know that for a fact. I know I was not a perfect daughter because I'm human. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't expect her to be a perfect mother. There was just other things that she did that I would have never expected. I never thought she would have done. You know, I figured you made your mistakes with me, you learned with me, so you're going to be a better role model to your grandkids. And it turned out not to be that way, you know? And then I feel like my kids don't know how to feel about it either. You know, like my son is like, oh, I'm happy, but then we're like, so why have you been so off lately? Your attitude, your patience, like you have been struggling with something. Like, are you sure? Because it's okay to grieve her. At the end of the day, that was your grandmother. You loved her. At the end of the day, that was my mother. I loved her. I just couldn't be in the same room with her for a long period of time. I couldn't be under the same roof with her for a long period of time. We were better when there was distance between us than when we were close together. Like, me knowing that, that's why I was putting distance. But me dealing with postpartum depression, I had to take care of myself. I had to come first. I had to put me first for once. Like, I couldn't keep putting other people first. And I know that made me selfish, but I had no choice. It was either that or I was going to end up taking my life. Because that's where I was in a point in my time, in that point in time in my life. You know, I didn't see the reason for me to exist. I just had this beautiful baby girl, and I couldn't find a reason to exist. And I have these two beautiful children, and I couldn't find a reason to exist. In total, I'm 3 times blessed, but I couldn't find a reason to exist because my mother was making me feel like I was trash and garbage. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't. I had put up with it for so long. For so long, I wasn't a child anymore. It was time for me to walk away. Like, it was time for me to breathe. It was time for me to protect my children. It was time for me to open my eyes and realize what was happening right in front of me. It was time for me to say enough was enough. It was time for me to say, I have to live for me and mine. I have to. You know? It was time for me to say I have to live for me and mine. Like, I had to, or what was gonna happen. I mean, the whole time I was there, all I kept doing every time I got behind the wheel was wanting to wrap that damn car behind a tree. Like, I was in a place in my life where I didn't see the point of me being alive. I didn't see me being a blessing to my children. I didn't see how my children benefited having me around. I didn't see it at all. Contrary, I saw me being a burden. I saw them failing because of me. I saw like so much negativity and it all being wrapped around me. Like, and I know where the negativity was coming from. I had to get away from that. I had to start fresh. I had to get a fresh beginning somewhere. I had to find a way to become strong again. Because now I'm at my weakest point. And I'm still expected to be a mother, still expected to raise these 2 unique, special children and protect their mental health at the same time. How when mine is in danger? How when mine is being attacked? How when mine is at war? How? Mine is at war and I'm not even armed. Mine is at war and I'm not ready for war. I have no way to defend myself. No way. So how was I to succeed? How was I to get on my feet? How? Man, I didn't see no way out. I didn't see no way out. I mean, my baby father dislikes me so much because I left CT. Like, I done rocked so many people's boat because I did the disappearing act and I bounced. But I had to worry about myself and my children. A broken mother can't raise kids. A broken mom can't protect her blessings if she's so broken that she can't even see her blessings. I couldn't. I could not. Like, I could not. I could not. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. It was just like I'm being attacked by every angle there is. Everything's coming my way and I'm trying so hard to stay afloat and not to suffocate. I wasn't strong enough. I felt like I was already dealing with postpartum depression while I was pregnant. Because I was really suicidal through my pregnancy. I was so afraid that my baby was going to come out so depressed. And thank God she's the complete opposite of what I was during my pregnancy. But I was so afraid. I was afraid because I was just like, oh my God, all these emotions and thoughts and feelings that I have going through me right now during this pregnancy are insane. They're like completely insane. Why am I feeling or thinking this way? Why? I was like, what is going on? Did I seek help? Yeah, I was seeing a therapist, but not therapist, nurse practitioner or whatever for psych, because she was prescribing meds. But in the last trimester, there's nothing that's ADA approved for you to be able to take, so you're stuck on your own. So during this time, I was in my second trimester and I took myself off the meds because, like I explained to her, if I have to function in society and I have to be the supervisor at work and go for my jobs and do this and do that, and well, not both, at the time I had one, and I gotta function, you know what I'm saying, and I still have to raise my kids and deal with all these other triggers. I need to start learning how to do all of that now with no meds. If on the last trimester I'm not gonna have any meds to help me, I can't just get accustomed to it for the first 3-6 months, whatever, and then go cold turkey. So I might as well just start coming off it now and learning to function now. Like, it was hard. It was extremely hard. It was extremely hard. And the crazy part is, I didn't realize I was dealing with all of that until years later. I didn't realize that's why I made the drastic decisions that I had made until years later. I didn't realize that I was really living on fight or flight mode. I was really surviving on flight or fight mode. Like, I just thought I was doing the most rational thing that I could do for me and my kids. I thought I was making the best decision that I could make for me and my kids. I thought that at that time, the decision that I made was the best one for me and my kids. I thought I was making a good decision. And then years later, I've second doubted everything that I've done in that time frame, and now that I'm in a better headspace than I was 5 years ago, I sit here and I be like, girl, Why? Why did you make this rational decision? Irrational decision? Why did you allow these feelings and these emotions to dictate this action? Why this and why that? But I can't blame myself because at the moment I'm doing the best that I can in the mind state that I'm in. Okay, just because I'm in a clearer mind state now and in a better place mentally now. Sorry, you ran out of space on my phone. I had to delete some stuff so I can finish the video. But like I was saying, just because I'm in a better place mentally now doesn't mean that the decisions that I made then in that space that I was at that moment were wrong. You know what I mean? They don't mean that they were wrong, because I didn't have any other avenues based on all the options that I had. That was the most rational one I could have did. Maybe I could have did it better than how I did it. You know, maybe I could have made a couple of different decisions here or there, but that was the best option that I did have, you know, at the moment. But now that I'm in a better headspace and not in such a bad place, don't get me wrong, I'm still not, you know, in a good place, but I'm not where I was 5 years ago, and I thank God for that, because it's landed me in a wheelchair. It's landed me with so many other health problems, like look at my teeth, so many other issues. Like I was eating my whole body up, pretty much going through my mental health. Yeah, going through my mental health, I was eating like my own body up, because I wasn't taking care of myself the way that I should have. I wasn't paying attention to things like I should have, you know. I was on top of things for the kids, but I wasn't on top of things for me. I wasn't a priority. I wasn't important. I was taking care of them, but I wasn't taking care of me. Now I'm in this wheelchair trying to figure this out. I just went to pain management on Thursday. I had about 10 needles put into my back. That joint hurted, but now I don't have no back pain, but my legs, I feel more pain in my legs now, and they feel fatigued and heavy. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get my legs to function better, so I can do a lot more. But now I'm trying to figure out me and my body and what's going on, and how I can get myself back to being more productive and maybe not needing a wheelchair, you know, hopefully. Which is why I started physical therapy. But like, I wasn't in a place to go back and rekindle the relationship with my mom. I wasn't ready yet, and time said, well, your time's up. And now I have to grieve and mourn and have closure all at once, and I don't know how to do all of that together. And then at the same time, I feel guilty for even feeling bad, because it's like, well, you didn't talk to her for 5 years. You didn't see her for 5 years, so why are you worried about it now? Like, because I always thought she would be there. Whenever I thought of back home, I always thought my mom would be there. I always thought the day I go back home, my mom will be there. I think that's what it was. I really think that's what it was. Whenever I thought about back home, I thought my mom would always be there at her location. And now there's going to be nobody there. That location is no longer hers. It's going to be vacant, or it's going to be another family there. But it's not going to be her, because she's no longer here with us. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Like, I don't even know where she's buried. I can't even say, let me go pay my respects to her grave, because I don't even know where she's buried. I know she's buried in Puerto Rico. That's it. I don't know where. Like, that day that I walked out was the last time I saw my mom. Yep. And I gotta live with that. And I gotta come to terms with that. And I gotta be okay with that. And I gotta accept low-key struggling with that. But yeah, I just wanted to just brain dump, vent, vlog it. I don't know, whatever y'all want to call it. I just got to get it off my chest. So you can say it's a venting session, a brain dumping session. I don't know. Whatever you would love for it to be, we can call it that. I just know I need to let it out, and I enjoy talking to you guys, you know. It's nice to know that I'm not alone, you know. Thanks for those who've commented. Thank you. I know I've commented back, but thank you. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you taking the time to comment and to support. Like, it means a lot. I don't take that for granted. I really don't. Alright, I hope you guys have a blessed day.